A few weeks ago, a friend of mine posted an article on Facebook about a young man who helps his community in the south side of San Antonio by delivering pizza to hungry families. And the best part is that he does this while dressed as a superhero he created named the South Sand Pizza Man. I love making costumes for my kids, so after reading this story, I knew that I had to make a costume for this young man. So I did. But before suiting up in his new costume, he agreed to an interview with my daughter. So before we continue, let's get to know a little bit more about this real-life superhero, the South Sand Pizza Man.
Hi, I'm Rain from Nurse Gilly and the Munchkins, and I am here with the South Sand Pizza Man. If you are not already aware, he delivers pizzas to families who are in need because, what you're saying, nobody should go to sleep for dinner. He has that on his Instagram bio. You should go follow him. It's just South Sand Pizza Man. For people who don't know, how did you come up with the idea of being the South Sand Pizza Man?
So I was sitting at my local church and I was in the middle of a service, and for a while I wanted to do something for my community, something that had been tugging at me to give back, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. I pulled out a piece of paper while we were sitting down, and I scrawled down some real quick notes of ideas that I had, and Pizza Man was like the third one on the list, and I really liked that one, and I explored it some more. And the sermon that day really was what inspired me to give back to my community.
How does it make you feel when you see the kids and the family whenever you deliver some pizzas?
It feels amazing. Every time I do a delivery, I don't even have to announce who I am. They see pizza, they see man, they say Pizza Man, and then I add in the South Sand part. But that's always a great feeling to see the kids excited, and the parents are always very grateful, and they invite me to their homes. It's a wonderful feeling. I can't explain it.
You said that Pizza Man was the third down on your list. Do you have any, do you have any plans to make any of the other items on your list come to life and use them?
I sure do. There's a few other things that I had on the list, but I really wanted to narrow it down. But now that I have more of a following on social media and people are supporting me more, I want to give the families that I'm reaching out to more resources. My next delivery, I'm going to be delivering some outdoor stuff for the kids so they can play with it. But that's just like fun and game stuff. I want to do more like resource-oriented things, like maybe some stuff that they don't readily have available to them.
How did you decide that you wanted to do this costume, and who made the costume?
So the costume was a way of me making pizza delivery a little less awkward, because if someone shows up with pizza, you're like, what's going on? So I wanted a theme for the delivery, and I wanted to do superhero. So the design came from my little sister. She was the template I gave her was the Crimson Chin from the Fairly Odd Parents. The Crimson Chin, and if you look on my Facebook, you'll actually see the design that she made. So she drew up the design, and she's a natural artist, so she was able to do with all that. And then my girlfriend, me and her took a trip to Walmart. We picked up some felt and some other stuff, and basically black sweats and black shirt and boots, and we worked 8 at night. We set it up, and then the next day we were doing the delivery in the costume.
That sounds really good. Are you surprised with how successful this has been?
Am I surprised? A little bit. Part of me knew that the costume would draw attention, but that's not why I did it. I was surprised with the support that I got. That's what I was surprised with. I didn't think so many people would jump on board so soon. That's what got me.
How do you find the families that you deliver to?
This is a question I get a lot, and the best way to go is to find me on Facebook at South Sand Pizza Man. I have my email address, my Instagram page, and of course you can direct message me on Facebook. Just tell me about the family, where they live, just little information like that, so that I can get a hold of them, ask if it's okay if I can come on by.
How are you able to have enough money to be able to do all these different donations and stuff to the families? How to deliver to them?
Well, at first it started off pretty modest with the money just coming from my own funds. And after a while I started to realize that doing this on my own, if I wanted to reach out to more people, I needed help from other people. And you should never be afraid to reach out to your community for help, because you'll be surprised how they get back to you. Once my story aired on the local news, I had a big influx of people wanting to help out my cause, and I set up a GoFundMe page on Facebook. You can find the link on Facebook for the GoFundMe. and I had donors from different organizations and just individual people coming, and I raised some, altogether I made about $700, and that's with the cash and with the GoFundMe.
That can buy a lot of pizzas. That's good.
Sure can.
You can find the GoFundMe link down in the description box below. If you do, feel free to donate. You don't have to, but if you ever want to help out, it's down there.
Any amount will help. It's just, remember, we're doing it for the kids, and that's basically it.
If you want any other information, that will also be down in the description box below. Instagram, Facebook, so you can contact him if you want to. Right down there. So a couple weeks ago, my dad saw the South Sound Pizza Man on Facebook, and some people were talking about him, and he really wanted to get in contact with him. If you're not aware, my dad actually makes costumes, and my dad really wanted to make him a costume. Not that this one isn't great the way it is, but my dad really enjoys making costumes, and he figured this would be a great cause to make one. Are you ready to suit up in your new costume?
Absolutely.
Great. How do you like your new costume?
I love it. I'm ready to fight some hunger.
Okay, so if you guys do, please check the links down below. We have everything that you need to find down there. Like, comment, subscribe, and toodles!